Let me take you back 6,000 years to when this bad boy was a thing. This is a banana, believe it or not. And back then they were red, green, and yellow. They weren't as sweet and they didn't have as much fruit inside. It was through crossbreeding that people were able to make the banana a lot more pleasing to golden baby over here, making it more sweet. It's made it a bit larger. And
a lot.
Yeah, and it had a lot less fiber. And the tiny seeds that you don't even notice when you're eating a banana don't have any reproductive qualities. So you actually have to chop out a bit of the plant, put it in the ground to make it grow. Hey, my name's Adini.
And I'm Ripika.
And we're the New Voice, here with another. This is actually going to be our longest amount of pages that we're covering. We're covering, what's it? Like 35 pages.
So to make a case for why we would want to bring back these original bananas, we want to borrow some of the beautiful knowledge that Herewini Jones, an expert in Māori language, culture and history, that he used to teach in his wānanga that we attended. He taught that Māori had knowledge called kauairunga, celestial knowledge, that they had knowledge of one called Tane Nuirangi, the greatest son of the Sky Father, and that over time, because the knowledge was being passed down verbally, that the knowledge was lost and forgotten.
In our readings from page 111 to 145, how much effort the generations of Nephi took in order to preserve the pure doctrine or the pure record of Jesus Christ. Let's go through the little genealogy lesson. This is on purpose. This is not just to kill time in this podcast. We're going to go through our generations right now.
This is the passing down of the records, right?
The record, yes. The pure doctrine of Jesus Christ was found on the plates of brass, which Nephi went and took out of Jerusalem. If you want to know about that, go back to our earlier episodes. Okay, so genealogy time. From Nephi to his brother Jacob, to Jacob's son Enos, to Enos' son Jerem, to his son Omni. Omni gave it to his brother Chemish, Chemish's son Aminadab, his son Amaleki, and then to King Benjamin, because Amaleki did not have any children.
Very similar to Māori passing down information, that it was passed down through the family line.
Yeah.
But this is a record on brass plates that has been passed down.
Metal!
Yeah.
It's a lot more sturdy and firm and can't
perish.
Yeah. So it's not just the record of their fathers that was passed down on the plates. It was also spiritual experiences that they had with God the Father and with God the Son, Jesus Christ, that these generations recorded on other plates of gold. So, what is the percentage of success in preserving a record? Through speech and oral language or through metal? I would say recording it on metal is a much more effective way to make sure something gets preserved.
That also enables knowledge to, if it is at risk of being taken, that knowledge can be protected and then restored back on a later time.
In Mosiah chapter 1 verse 2, King Benjamin is talking about the importance of teaching his 4 sons about the doctrine of Jesus Christ.
I love these verses. We're going to cut and paste a bit.
You want to read that for us?
Uh-huh. And King Benjamin caused that his sons should be taught in all the language of his fathers, that thereby they may become men of understanding. I love that. And that they might know concerning the prophecies which were delivered by the hand of the Lord.
And not just prophecies, but in verse 4 we learn that it's also the mysteries of God, because it were not possible that our father Lehi could have remembered all these things, to have taught them to his children, except it were for the help of these plates. So obviously passing down through words was a thing. But Lehi realized, I don't have a very good memory. Let's write it down instead. Good job, Lehi. Smart thinking. And then in verse 5, I say unto you, my sons, Were it not for these things which have been kept and preserved by the hand of God, that we might read and understand of his mysteries, and have his commandments, flag, always before our eyes, that even our fathers would have dwindled in unbelief. Red flag, red flag.
Commandments, like the seeds, over time have been forgotten and been lost. I can see even back then that being told by
How to live
God,
well, yeah.
being told by God, hey, I know how you need to live so that you can have a good life, that being told that was not pleasing and was not appealing. And so over time, people resisted being told how to live well because they know how to live well themselves without being told. That knowledge of commandments was
Forgotten and lost. And we're not just talking about our Māori ancestors, we're talking about many other parts of the world.
Yeah.
And then a quote: knowledge is power. Information is liberating. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family.
I love that.
Anan, RT.
I love that tie into family because that's what Helaman was doing with his sons.
King Benjamin.
I love that tie into family because that's what King Benjamin was doing for his sons.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the allegory.
Oh, I thought we were going to do peaches first.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, okay. So if y'all are interested to know, bananas weren't the only thing that we changed. We also changed peaches.
Not we, but you know,
yeah,
we.
no, it was me and Mum. We, as a humankind, changed peaches because back in the day, meet the OG peach.
Boom, boom.
They taste like earth, saltiness, and sweetness, and it was 36% seed.
But we're missing out on the saltiness, the earthiness, and the sourness now with the peach. So that that was taken out. Don't you love a little bit of salty in your sweet though?
Yeah. I guess. I
do.
We are not going to finish this until we acknowledge Zenos's allegory of the olive vineyard, which chapter is found in Jacob 5, which is the longest chapter in the Book of Mormon. Fun fact. So, we are the olive fruit. A little bit of symbolism used in this. We are the olive fruit. We grow from the branches that are being pruned and grafted from the trees that get dunged and fertilized. Jesus is the master of the vineyard.
Something that Herewini Jones said in the last wānanga that I attended, I wrote down this: Jesus Christ watches our genealogy. We have a specific birth at a specific time with a specific mission pertaining to our valiance in heaven. Where we are is not happening by accident.
There's quite a few verses in this allegory where it talks about, and they were pruned and dunged and dug about and moved to the shade and moved to the sun and taken out of here and grafted into here. And that's a little bit about what life is about, is we feel like we're being moved places that we don't understand why. But Jesus is the master of the vineyard.
We are also big fans of Ed Mylett, motivational speaker, and he has an awesome one-liner about life.
Life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us.
Jesus is our gardener.
He doesn't do things to us, he does things for us.
us.
Ka kite anō.
Ka kite, bye.
Bye.